Do you know why the strong silent type continues to be the hero in movies? I'm talking about characters like Clint Eastwood in cowboy movies, Michael Corleone in Godfather, Don Draper in Mad Men. They are self-contained, close-mouthed, mysterious. They attract beautiful women, the loyalty of strangers, and the fear of their enemies. We idolize these types even when they are problematic, because human beings are naturally curious. Anything hidden is a challenge. We seek to discover it and instinctively assume it's valuable. Remember, we have to dig for gold and diamonds, but stones are just lying on the surface to be picked. In this video, you will find out the profound power of silence and how it can change your life. We will explore 5 key situations where you show contempt and superiority by remaining silent. And you will learn 10 affirmations to reinforce your decision to remain silent in the face of provocation in your daily life. Continue watching to discover why throughout the decades, the strong silent type character has never gone out of fashion, and how you can utilize the power of silence as a tool for maintaining dignity, protecting your energy, and expressing scorn in a subtle yet effective way. By the end of this video, you will appreciate how saying less than necessary makes you appear greater than you are. As Robert Greene said in his book, The 48 Laws of Power, the less you say, the more profound and mysterious you appear. Now, let's be clear. Silence is not always the answer. There are times when we must speak up for what is right, when our voice is needed to stand against injustice, or to support someone in need. But even in those moments, our words should be chosen carefully, delivered with purpose, and balanced by the wisdom of silence. The strength in silence. Let's begin by considering the strength that lies in silence. We live in a world where everyone wants to have the last word. We are encouraged to speak up, clap back, and defend our pride at all costs. But sometimes, the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. Silence in the face of provocation shows remarkable self-control. It takes inner strength to hold back when emotions are high, when you feel attacked or misunderstood. But that restraint speaks volumes. It communicates that you are above petty disputes, that you won't be dragged down by negativity. By choosing silence, you're saying, I refuse to let someone else dictate my peace. The wisdom of listening. Silence also holds the key to wisdom. We've all heard the saying, silence is golden. And it's true. In silence, we learn to listen. Not just to others, but to ourselves. When you truly listen, you gain insights that might be missed in the rush to speak. Wise people know when to be silent, because they understand that knowledge comes from observation and reflection. They listen more than they talk, allowing themselves to fully process what's being said before responding. In this way, silence isn't passive. It's an active choice that leads to better decisions, deeper understanding, and stronger connections. The influence of silence. Silence can also be a tool of influence and impact. Consider the moments when someone gives a powerful speech or makes a profound statement. What follows? Silence. That silence is deliberate. It's a space that allows the message to sink in, to echo in the minds of those who heard it. In leadership and communication, silence is often more effective than words. Pausing at the right moment, holding back when others expect a reaction. These actions create tension, focus, and authority. It's in those quiet moments that real influence is wielded. Silence and personal growth. Silence isn't just powerful in our interactions with others. It's also crucial for personal growth. In a world of constant chatter, silence gives us the space to reflect, to reconnect with our inner selves, and to find clarity. Spending time in silence, whether through meditation, prayer, or simply being still, helps us clear out the noise and focus on what truly matters. It's in silence that we discover our deepest thoughts, dreams, and desires. We find peace in the quiet, and with it, the strength to move forward with purpose. You can see that silence is more than just the absence of sound. It's a language of its own. It's a form of expression that, when used intentionally, can convey strength, wisdom, and influence far beyond words. But silence can also be used to intimidate and keep people off balance. The Sun King, Louis XIV, the King of France from 1643 to 1715, who is renowned for having the longest reign of any sovereign, was known for being a man of very few words. He used his silence to keep those around him terrified, subdued, and under control. You must therefore use silence in this form judiciously and never unfairly. 5 situations in which silence will be interpreted as self-confidence, superiority, and a show of contempt. First situation. When someone seeks to provoke you. Imagine someone is trying to get under your skin, deliberately poking at your weaknesses, making or posting rude comments on social media just to get a reaction out of you. They want to drag you down to their level, to engage you in a petty argument. In situations like these, responding with silence is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. By refusing to engage, you deny them the satisfaction of a reaction. Your silence says, "You're not worth my energy." You are choosing to rise above the negativity rather than lowering yourself to respond. Over time, people learn that they can't control you with their words. And that's the most powerful stance you can take. Second situation. When dealing with insults and criticism. We all face criticism. And sometimes it's harsh, unconstructive, or downright malicious. It's easy to get defensive or feel the need to justify yourself. But have you ever noticed that responding to every critic just gives their words more weight? Silence, on the other hand, is disarming. It sends a message that you're unbothered, that their opinions hold no power over you. Think of the times when great leaders or public figures have been insulted, and they chose not to dignify the attacks with a response. That silence speaks louder than any comeback, because it shows self-control and confidence. You're saying, "I'm too focused on what truly matters to waste my time on this." Third situation. In the face of drama and gossip. Gossip and drama thrive on participation. The moment you jump in to defend yourself, to explain, or to counterattack, you're feeding the fire. But what happens when you refuse to engage? Silence in the face of gossip sends a powerful message. This nonsense is beneath me. You don't have to clear your name or fight every rumor. Sometimes, letting it fade into silence is the best way to show that you're above it. When you remain silent, you allow others to reveal their true colors while you maintain your dignity. Fourth situation. When you've outgrown someone or something. Sometimes silence isn't about scorn. It's about moving on. When you've outgrown certain relationships, environments, or situations, there's no need for a dramatic exit. Silence can be your final statement. You quietly withdraw. No need for explanations or confrontations. Because your growth speaks for itself. In these moments, silence is a way of preserving your peace. You're not leaving out of spite. You're simply stepping into a new chapter, letting go of what no longer aligns with your journey. The silence here says, "I've moved on," without the need for any extra words. Fifth situation. When you refuse to play someone else's game. Sometimes people try to manipulate you into responding on their terms. Whether it's through passive-aggressive comments, baiting, or emotional games. In these moments, silence is your refusal to be dragged into a battle that was never yours to begin with. By staying silent, you're taking back control. You're saying, "I won't be drawn into this." You refuse to let someone else dictate the narrative or make you dance to their tune. Silence is your power play. Your way of taking a stand without ever lifting a finger. Use silence as a way to show self-respect. To demonstrate that some battles aren't worth fighting. And that some people don't deserve a response. So, the next time you're faced with a situation that demands a reaction, pause for a moment. Consider the power that silence can bring. In a world where everyone is talking, be the one who knows when to stay silent. And watch how your silence makes you stand out. Now strengthen your resolve to remain quiet by using these 10 affirmations to reinforce the idea that silence can be a powerful, positive choice in your daily life. My silence speaks louder than any words I could say. I choose peace over reacting to negativity. I remain calm and centered, no matter how others try to provoke me. My silence is my strength, and I rise above petty conflicts. I protect my energy by refusing to engage in meaningless arguments. I control how I respond, and silence is my superpower. I am unbothered by negativity and remain focused on my growth. Not every battle is worth fighting. I choose silence and serenity. My silence shows my self-respect and maturity. In silence, I maintain my dignity and let my actions speak for themselves. Just by this simple act of not talking often, you will feel calmer and be perceived as calm by others. You will command more respect and be able to create the space to chase bigger goals. Go out today and practice being silent. Do not speak unless it's absolutely necessary. And if you'll like to learn about starting afresh by reinventing yourself, check out this video here. Thank you for watching.